It's the Pit Parade, the picture story of the Pittsburgh scene from the KDKA TV archives. All hands were on deck this week in 1951 on the decks of towboats chasing runaway barges. The week of February 19th, the mighty Ohio had turned into a logjam of wild confusion. It all started near the Emsworth Dam. Heavy barges loaded with iron ore broke free of their moorings, and one slipped over the dam itself. The rivermen were fast, though. They lassoed the runaways and corralled them to shore. Huge holes had been punched in the sides of the floating cargo platforms, and they had taken on water, but heavy damage to riverfront property and to river traffic had been averted by quick work. From land, we moved 2,000 leagues under the sea, at least in our imaginations. Witness here the unveiling of the newest diving gear used by the United States Navy. This seafaring guinea pig had to don plenty of heavy gear to stay afloat. A yoke with breathing apparatus, a harness of weights to keep him submerged, the tank, and the helmet. Looks a bit like a man from Mars, doesn't he? Well, that getup should at least be good for scaring off the sharks. Scaring off the competition was what these athletes hoped to do this week during Golden Gloves training at the Royal Building in Wilkinsburg. The Golden Gloves ring. It was the ring that could ring true for these young boxers, including 16-year-old Jack Palmer, working out with the rope and his trainer. Other hopeful glovers got into a rhythm with the chest weights or took a few pot shots at the punching bag. And a bag of potatoes was in Pittsburgh's spotlight this week. This was National Potato Week, and this week in 1951, Pit Parade and Miss Potato herself made sure Pittsburghers were all eyes for the humble spot. Speaking of eyes, it was a bullseye for the Dormont Archery Club this week. All of the merry archers were off to Sherwood Forest for a little target practice, and a little snow couldn't keep these modern Robin Hoods from quivering with anticipation. They let the arrows fly towards the target, which from this shot looks like the Pit Parade cameraman. A little archer who flies on the wings of love was being celebrated this week at the University of Pittsburgh. Pitt's co-eds were celebrating St. Valentine's Day, doing it with a heart hop, a Valentine's Day sock hop. These queens of hearts were hoping Cupid's arrows would make them lucky in love this week in 1951. Cheerio on video, Bill Burns for Pit Parade.